We are at the Garmin booth. I'm here with Clark Foy to tell me a little bit about you know, the latest and greatest with Garmin. First of all, how long have you personally been coming to Interbike?
This is my fourth Interbike.
Okay.
Came 2 years ago as a co-founder of Metric Gear.
Okay.
Which is a pedal-based power meter. And the day before Interbike last year, the acquisition of Metric Gear by Garmin was announced.
Okay.
So I was at Garmin's booth last year as a brand new Garmin employee, and this year it's 1 year later, and we're launching Garmin Vector and announcing availability in March.
Okay.
So we've got demo units up and running and big cycles on.
And let me just take a moment because I know people are hearing some of the sounds. This is one of the more exciting booths here today because people can saddle up and try out your new product. So tell me about the Vector.
So Vector is a pedal-based power meter. What we've done is we've implemented a sensor system inside each pedal. So we've got a very high resolution force sensor system inside the spindle of the pedal. One on each side, of course. So we're independently measuring a cyclist's power that's produced in each leg. Attached to each pedal is a little pedal pod. This is your transmitter. So the pedals talk to each other, and then the one pedal, your right pedal, communicates your power up to the plus head unit. So its attractiveness is very easy for a cyclist to walk into a bike shop, purchase Vector, walk out, put it on the bike themselves, no mechanic required, have off and ride with power. And if they have multiple bikes, which most enthusiasts do, the ability to move the power from bike to bike is as simple as moving your pedals.
Wow. We're going to take a brief interlude. I want to actually demonstrate what the meter looks like while somebody's riding it. So sure. Let's just wander over here and eavesdrop in on this guy. We're just going to look over your shoulder and see what your, let's get a little demo of the meter.
So you're looking at his total power on the top, the middle fingers, that's his left-right balance, so he's showing 55, 45.
Dude, use your right leg more.
Right.
Left, right.
There he goes, he's shifting it over to the right. So the system also has integrated accelerometers, so we don't need the external cadence measurement. We actually measure cadence through the accelerometers.
And talk about what the benefits are of having your left and right power, the percentage numbers. What does that mean into performance?
It's a great question, and actually what it ultimately means, we don't really know yet. What we're excited about is enabling this massive field experiment. You get all these cyclists out there, they're all collecting balance data, they're uploading it to Garmin Connect, they're downloading it to other tools, and then the conversation begins with their coaches, between themselves. What we do know is power changes, your balance changes with power, with cadence, with time, and with position on the bike. So we believe there's some interesting metrics in there. For example, your fatigue. You get on the bike and for the first half hour you're 48:52. That second half hour you're 43:57. Well, we just learned something. Maybe you started to fatigue and your balance started to shift. So we believe we can then take that information and bring it back into the Garmin Edgeline, report it as a new metric, maybe it's a fatigue metric. So we see it as a long-term, get the data out there, let it allow to be collected. Let's analyze that and then come up with some interesting metrics to present those back to the cyclists. So with the goal of being able to ride longer, harder, faster, more comfortably, we think that balance may be one of those things that can lead us to some of those metrics around fatigue that allow that to happen.
Wow. So, you know, a lot of the people here at Interbike are people that, I mean, the showcases are very well-known products, but for you guys, it seems like your mission here is you're rolling out a new product. This is, you know, one of the more exciting phases of Interbike maybe for you guys.
Oh, it's massive, especially for a small startup company. It's now been acquired by Garmin and part of Garmin. To be able to take it from kind of that garage startup, prototypes in the garage, to now actually have working units and a Garmin production form factor, it's massive.
Yeah.
It's huge. And to be so well received, it's very exciting.
Yeah. Now Garmin, of course, to our site is read primarily by fans of professional cycling, and Garmin obviously has a prominent role in sport now. It's been a couple of years. Have you noticed just in the 4 years that you've been with Garmin Has that affected the company in any way? Obviously, it's exposure, which is great, but does it also maybe change the company's mission a little bit, or give you some ideas of different things to do?
In terms of its sponsorship with the professional team?
Yeah, that level of interaction with the Pro Peloton.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think it's, we learn a ton from the team. They give us great feedback.
Yeah.
On the components, on the bike, on what they need to see in terms of biofeedback and measurement on the bike.
Yeah.
They're also the ultimate stress test of the product. I mean, the miles and the punishment that they're putting the product through. So it's a great relationship, and I think it also it's a great signal to the market that Garmin is very, very committed to cycling and committed to fitness. I mean, it's coming from a GPS background, consumer background, very, very committed to the fitness background. Cycling, commitment to cycling is showcased in that sponsorship.
All right, thanks very much. Thank you very much, Mark. Very exciting time. Garmin, you know the team, they're pretty exciting, but guess what? Their products are too. Thanks.